Hey everybody, good evening. Due to popular requests, we are doing a evening live stream for the West Coast. I do that once a month. So many people request it. I decided we'll do it tonight. So how you doing, everybody? The Camo Dave channel, and got my. Normally in the morning, I have my tea. In the evening, I have my adult beverage, and this was the glass that Aaron gave me. Living with Aaron, or life with Aaron, living with Aaron, life with Aaron, and all of his other channels. And it's a really cool glass, and I am using that. So succulent. Hello, Shamay. Hello, Savannah. Hi, Bob. Tazmod, Tim, Timothy Painter, Leah, Rodney, and Mark. How are you doing this evening? I'm doing this morning. Oh, my God. That is good. So anyway, another crazy day, huh? How y'all doing? Checking in for Sven. Yes, we will get off the air definitely before 8 o'clock Eastern time, so you can all watch Sven Gooley. Horror of Dracula is the movie tonight. So, you want to watch that on MeTV. I don't know what they do on the West Coast. Do they show the same feed over there, or do they have a different feed with all the, I don't know. Do they? I have no idea. East-West Coast feeds for MeTV, I have no idea. Hey, Wandering Willie, grumpy old lady. She finally caught a live one. Yeah. Man, the allergy stuff here today is really abysmal. We had some wind, and the trees are out, and so I have a somewhat scratchy throat. I think that's all it is. I don't know. Mac the Knife, New York, the epicenter state. They're putting that on the license plates now. When you get new license plates for 2020 New York, it'll say the epicenter state. Anyway, wow. Like to set up the wall. Yeah, yes. This is all the cool stuff that people have sent me. Jay Edmond there, and Lonnie, the Blind Views guy, and some Mark Fun Jones stuff, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Clear Skitty Creeper. So yeah, Tazzy Poo. Is there really a distillery in Wilmington named the End of Days Distillery? I don't know. You would know, Mark. You live there, don't you? Hey, Canada. Lance is here. How you doing? Shadow Wolf. Just checking in. Little Nezzy, Lance. So yeah, how's everything going up in Canada? Huh? The nation of Mr. Line Screw. And anyway, guess what? Grumpy old lady, I thought Washington was the epicenter state. Washington, no, it was for a couple weeks there, but now it's moved over to New York. Well, they're doing more testing, so I don't know. Yes, there is. Anyway, the best craft beer, Athens, Georgia, Terrapin Brewery. So I love the Hopsecutioner. I think that's really cool. It's like a little turtle dressed up like kind of the whip and stuff. That's really cute. I like that. Hey, Noreen, good to see you here. Noreen was one of the people that requested an evening stream tonight, so I did it just for Noreen. So anyway, yeah. Norini Poo, yeah. Shamay request straight tequila shots here from Sun Lotus. Oh my goodness. JR, change your channel name to JR2 so he can see you. What? Who's JR? JR. I don't know, man. Oh, Rockford. James Rockford. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't been able to see Rockford. Let me see if I can see Rockford over here. If I'm looking on this other Yeah, if I look on the other thing over here, let's see. There we go. And I'll see James Rockford. Let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Yeah, there he is, Rockford. Hey, Rockford, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know, man. That is weird. My county in Eastern Oregon now has a case. The person had traveled internationally and then didn't self-quarantine. They exposed a lot of people. Oh, my. The problem is a lot of people are very contagious with this virus and they don't even know they have it, okay? You may have a very mild case of it. You may have almost no symptoms, and you may have it and you're spreading it. So it's really weird. I don't know. They said 80%, 80-some% of the people that get this don't even need medical attention. They don't even feel that bad. And then you got another 20%. And of those 20%, I think something like 15% of those may get medical attention, but they don't need to be hospitalized. And you have that 5% that have to get hospitalized and really severe. So I don't know, man. It's really weird. Hey, Shatter King, how are you? 215 Philadelphia. Computer Chick Productions. Hey, Nomad Raid. Mr. Square Art. Mr. Square Art, you need to make me some cool little intros to my show. Intros and outros to my show. That would be cool. Oh, Rockford said my laminates are in the mail. Thank you. Yeah, I sent him a picture there, and I said, laminate this and pop it in the mail. So we'll see. We have 114 cases in the community. Oh, no, MJC. That's a lot. Where are you? You must be in a fairly decent-sized city, huh? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they said don't pump gas today. If you do, make sure you hit your hands with hand sanitizer. I don't know, man. Canadian government is funding what is it? Canadian government is giving people $1,000 if they don't. Oh, they're fining people 1,000 Canadian dollars. Holy cow. That's an order, Square Pants. Yeah, I need to update my ancient intros and outros, right? Especially my outros. Yeah, no, pneumonia is no fun odds. That's very true. My sister said, I talked to my sister today, and she said about a month ago, she and her whole family got really, really sick with the flu, and she thinks she was one of the first cases to get it. She thinks she had it like before everybody else. She thinks that the coronavirus was actually floating around back in January and February, and nobody knew it. That's what, I don't know. Who knows? It's as good as anything. Brian Heffernan, how are you doing? Columbus, Ohio. Yes. That's like $50 USD. I don't know, man. Yeah, I didn't pump any gas today. Just pour some gas. When you're done pumping the gas, pour a little on your hands and then kind of rub that around because does gasoline kill the virus? I don't know. I'll have to ask Anthony Fauci about that. Mr. Fauci, if I'm pumping gas and then I squirt gas on my hands and rub real hard, will that kill the virus? I imagine gasoline and the virus are probably not compatible, but you never know. The rapture, Stephen, the rapture's about to happen. Oh, my goodness. Thanks to grocery store workers and my siblings at Costco, Amazon, and Walmart. Yes, Sun Lotus. And we want to do a shout out to all the fine folks that work in our hospitals too, right? Yes, and all the people that are on the front line. I mean, if you work at Burger King and you're taking the orders, everybody that's working as a cash register person at stores, doesn't have to be the big stores, it can be the little stores. You are in the front line. And Barb there, our Camo Dave nurse of the day, she's the nurse of the year. Okay, she's down there at the Athens Hospital there. She's right on the front line. Yeah. Copper. Copper. Gasoline will kill the virus if you set it on fire. So pour it on your hands and then light a match and you'll be gone, but the virus will be gone too. Clear ski, the creeper's here. Hey, Michigander man, how are you? That's right, Sven Gulli is tonight. Horror of Dracula is the movie, so we're going to watch that. Yeah. Companies are being fined $500,000 if they don't social distance their employees. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Hey, road trips, how are you? Grocery workers are the unsung heroes. They know their stores have to stay open, and they're working long hours and working the registers, and they have their gloves on. But yeah, they come across everybody. Here, where's my card? Give me my change, whatever. Hey, sending sunshine to all. Yeah. Social distance is what will save us. That's right. Hey, Diana, how are you? The grocery stores are begging for help, but not because they are overworked, because they anticipate sick workers. That's right. Yeah. Thank you, Bob. Yes, let's do our thanks to all the guys and gals that work in our country's hospitals and doctors' offices. They're really on the front line there, and they should be. They should receive a lot of thanks for that. The global reset is happening. We'll be fine. A new gold-backed money system is happening, Russell says. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, man. All Doxinator can think about is the damn Svengoolie show tonight. This is the pre-show, right? Man, and then tomorrow night, his highlight will be the Love Boat at 6 p.m. Eastern. The Love Boat. Grocery stores in Canada are being fitted with plexiglass in front of the tellers. You have teller. They didn't call them tellers, bank tellers, right? I never heard of a teller. Yeah, I don't know. They should wear those, big helmets or something. I don't know. That might be good. Oh, man. Yeah, whatever. Jeez. Yeah, a lot of the stores are hiring now because they need crews to come in overnight and do the sanitation stuff. A lot of I was noticing their liquor stores here in North Carolina have been staying open, but some are having shorter hours. And they're saying because they call in the employees at say 9 o'clock, and then they work for an hour or two to really scrub everything over, and then they open the store. So, which is good. I was reading some stuff too. They also said that the liquor stores here in North Carolina they're selling out like it's New Year's Eve. They said that they have plenty of stock, but they say people are really making a rush on liquor stores because I guess they're afraid they might close. Svengoolie is one of those midnight movie hosts in Chicago. Remember in the olden days, used to have all your local TV stations, and they were on Saturday nights, they would have the horror movie, the monster movie. They'd always have some creepy host. Anyway, Svengoolie's the guy from Chicago, and he does a show on MeTV at 8 o'clock Eastern. I don't know what time it is in the rest of the country, but and he does one of these funny movies like Horror of Dracula tonight. So check it out. You have toilet paper for sale, only been used once. Oh, Tasma, that's disgusting. Don't kid yourself. The stores are being sanitized enough to get rid of any viral contaminant. I don't know. There have been a number of people that say that everybody's going to get the coronavirus eventually. I think the good news on this, if there is a good side to it, is that most people that get this virus, 80%, 85%, they don't need medical attention. Okay, so most people that get this will be sick for a couple days and then you get over it. But, there's that other 15 to 20% that will need medical attention, and at least 5% of those people will get a serious thing. Target the spray sanitizer on your food. Yeah, they spray the sanitizer right on your food, man. I don't know. I almost think of doing that. I really do. I don't know. If you buy something at a store, it's in a plastic bag like a submarine sandwich or something, or a salad, and you stick it in the freezer or the fridge. Does that kill the virus if you leave it in there for a couple days? I don't know. Oh, no. Is Canada looking for anyone to shovel snow? I don't know. Is it still snowing up there in Canada? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, everybody say thank you to Be in Athens because she is a miracle. She is a miracle worker. People might want to stop hoarding. Most of them aren't drawing paychecks right now. Yeah, I think we're going to see people aren't going to be running out to the stores so much anymore. First of all, because they're scared of getting the virus, and you don't want to go to Walmart where there are hundreds of other people all rummaging around for food. And second of all, there are some people that they're not getting paid now, Humid 82, and it's humid in 82 here, Mark said. Mark, we had that yesterday here in Western North Carolina. We are now probably in the 70s. A little bit of humidity today, but a lot of pollen in the air. Yeah. Snow, no snow geese. I was walking at a strip mall and nothing open. I walked around Morganton today, and a very nice walk. It is a beautiful day today. The sun was out, the wind was blowing in a nice gentle breeze, and it was like I was walking around at midnight or 2 a.m. It really was. There was some traffic, but there was nobody on the streets. I mean, it was just dead. And I'd walk by these restaurants, and some were closed and some were open with takeout only. And I'd look in and I'd see no one in there, maybe just one person standing behind the counter. And it's really sad. It really is sad. Lori says one of our cannabis stores warned that in Ontario there are lineups and up to an hour wait. Oh, wow. I think there are rushes at the liquor stores and at the cannabis stores, right? Because I think people, they're scared. They think, what if they close all the liquor stores? What are you going to do? Oh, my goodness. Claire damn you, is the germ. Oh, germ is here. Germ, you're the one. The germ. Blame the germ. He brought it over. The corona germ. Ordered Walmart online, got like 2/3 of what I ordered. All right. Well, I hope they didn't charge you for the whole order. Jeez. An update on my health, please. Stuart wants to know. So far, so good. I do have a cough and tickle in my throat, but it's sinus and it's allergy. Okay, I'm pretty sure that I get it every year at this time. People hoarding alcohol. That's right. That's right. You never know. The manufacturer of cannabis is going out of business. Oh, no. I was reading stuff on the ABC stores here in North Carolina. They said they have plenty of stock. Some of the stores are reducing hours, but everything's going to stay open, not like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, they shut down all the liquor stores in the Philadelphia area. So I don't know. So if you want to order liquor in Philadelphia, you either have to go over to Jersey or Delaware, or you can order it online. But their liquor stores are all closed. Oh, my goodness. I went to Food Line, shopped for an elderly neighbor. I found all the produce, frozen food. Yeah, the stores aren't bad. I don't go to Walmart now. I've been going to this little health food store behind me here in the building. They actually have good business now, which is strange because usually when there's nobody in there. Now they actually have a line at the register. It's nice to see them getting some business because it is a nice store. And I bought a couple of salads and pizzas and stuff like that. So I'm stocked up for a couple weeks if I need be. Yeah, calm down, everybody. The grocery stores, they're getting restocked. Don't go today. Don't go tomorrow. Maybe go Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. Go early in the morning. A lot of the stores have special hours now for the old folks. So, yeah, like 9 to 10 or something like that. Hey, Stewart. Bob's World Entertainment Podcast. It is like a Christmas hurricane. It is. I think we're all going to just have to get used to the fact that things are going to be really different for a while. If you look at the Spanish flu of 1918, 2 years. It was 2 years of it. Okay, it didn't go away for 2 years. They got rid of one surge of it, and then another surge came back, and there was another surge. So if you look at history, these things sometimes can take multiple years. So, we may be doing this social distancing stuff for quite a while. I'm just hoping that we at least get over the worst of this by the time for the football season. I don't know. Can you imagine them canceling the NFL? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy, isn't it? Oh, Dave, thank you. Thank you for supporting the store. They need your business. Yeah, and do that. I think that's a very important thing, as Noreen says. The local restaurants, they might go out of business if you don't support them. You can't go in there and eat in the restaurant, but if you want those restaurants to still be here when this whole thing ends, you got to go and support them. So if there's takeout or drive-through or whatever, do that because you're doing a good thing. Okay. The small stores, the Walmarts will be here. The Costco's will be here. Targets will be here. Food Lions, the Krogers, they're fine. But these local stores, they're really, the bars, I don't know. Can you give me a bar, give me a beer and I'll take it with me. I don't know. But, restaurants and stuff, yeah, local grocery stores, they really need your business right now. And, and it's probably a safer place to shop because there aren't as many people in there, Insane Chef! Yeah, how's everything down in Dallas, Texas, everybody? Hey, Janice, how are you doing? The senior hours are too early for the old folks, really? I thought old folks always got up real early. I don't know. I'm not that old, but I had a great aunt that died at 17 in the 1918 flu. She was the youngest of 9. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's really scary, isn't it? You hear all that stuff, yeah. Death rate is twice for, I don't know, Bob. There are so many stories out there right now. I don't believe half of them. Everybody's looking for some little crazy thing. I went to the Washington Post website today, and I looked at the total number of confirmed cases, which was like 22,000 in the United States right now. And the death rate was 20. And the number of people that have died were 200. If you divide that up, it's 1%. Okay. Now, the other thing is, for every one person that's been a confirmed case, there have got to be at least 10 people that have it, okay, that have just not gotten it serious enough to go get it. They don't go to the doctor. They don't get any medical care. They don't get in the system, but they have it, okay? So that means that we probably have 200,000 people that actually have the virus. And if we only have 200 deaths only, that's terrible to say that, but, that's still way below 1%. Now, a typical flu, 1% is what is expected. Older people do get it, and they don't make it. It's sad, but it's true. I still think you probably might get this flu because it's very contagious, but I also think for the vast majority of people, you're going to have a couple nasty days, coughing and crouping around with a fever, and you'll get better, okay? Most people, that's what's going to happen to you. And there's 15% or so, 15 to 20% that may need medical attention. And a small subset of that are going to need to actually go to the hospital. So, I think, and again, most of this stuff where you get the virus, get a flu, you get a fever and stuff, you may not even have it. You may have just a plain old influenza. You may have a bad cold. Who knows what? You may have allergies, I don't know. But you're not going to know unless you're really serious and need to be admitted to a hospital and get a test. You're not going to know, Yeah, Jim Jones. Yeah, I don't know. Grumpy old lady. I agree. The hours being too early. Yeah. Well, maybe they should have an hour sometime in the afternoon for the old folks, I mean, I qualify for that. I'm over 60, so I could go in, just show them my driver's license, say, hey, I'm an old folk. Oh, man. Yeah, Russell, again, we're getting stuff thrown at us from all sides. The TV news media wants the ratings. The newspapers want the ratings. The websites want the ratings. They want to scare you. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be a little bit afraid because that's good. It's good to be prepared. It's good to be, stock up if you need to be, get your extra stuff, take care, do all the stuff. Thank you, Jim. We're trending at a higher death rate. Oh, my goodness. Really? Well, you don't have more cases than we have. The United States, I think, right now is about the world's leader, aren't we? I don't know. I just think that, you do. The problem with a lot of these European countries, too, is that they got a lot of older folks, okay? So the older people need to be locked up. They do. How about a recipe not requiring 19 spices? We need to lock up. We need to clear out the jails, empty the jails, and put all the old people in there, and then so they can't get the virus. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of countries like the United Kingdom, a lot of countries like Italy have a lot of older people, and they really need to be super careful because a lot of people with this virus don't show symptoms, and they'll go up and say hi to grandma and go visit her in the nursing home, and then she gets sick and passes away. So that is very, very important. I think that we, and again, it's a lot of these younger people too that may not get the virus very bad. They need to be aware that they can spread it to other people and make them very sick, So I think that's why we're seeing all these spring break things. That's not good, So anyway, oh, don't touch Jim Jones' money. You got it. What, Doxy? Doxinator. I'm worried about my Doxinator. He's an older dude. I hope he's okay. I was going to go see him. I said, Doxy, I'll come over and visit you. And he says, I'm under quarantine. Don't you dare come over here. I don't think I have anything. I just have some allergies. But, Doxy says he doesn't want to see me because I don't want to give him a bug. He's a pretty fragile person, Timothy Painter, because I'm high in the risk group. Yes, Tim, you are, right? You are on the oxygen and all that. Yeah. I know that's a little scary, isn't it? But yeah, if you got some respiratory issues and you got to be really careful. Go up in the mountains. Well, you don't want to go too high, right? Your elevation and all that. But just kind of get away from everybody. Get away. Don't go in a big city. If you're in Denver, if you're in Washington or Atlanta or Charlotte or wherever, New York, get away. Go out into the rural areas, okay? I think you'll be a lot safer there. Leave everything in Wanda's last video. Had some messages from her family in Italy. Oh, no. Yes, she's from Italy. So I'm sure she's very worried. My beard is full of bugs. Yes, it is. My beard. I spray it with a vodka spray a couple times a day. I want to get together with you, Dave, and go for a hike. Yes, Noreen, let's do that. Anytime you want, you let me know. We need to get out and do some hiking and get away, breathe some fresh air. I am totally with it. Dip Dave and Tandil. Does Tandil do anything for coronavirus? I don't know. Yeah, Jim. I don't know, man. Italy, I think, was hit with it early on, and they weren't prepared for it, and the hospitals weren't ramped up, and they have a lot of older people. And again, I would like to see, I haven't seen it, but I would love to see a whole map of Italy and where the cases are. I can't imagine the entire country is locked down like the Milan area is, but the Milan area has really hit it. New York is now getting it. Certain big cities are getting it really bad. I would think that in Paris and London and places like Frankfurt and Berlin, they might get a bad case of it too. Get away. If you can get out of the big cities, if you've got some friends and relatives out in the countryside somewhere that probably would pay to go there. If you have a van, you can drive out. Yeah, I really think if you can get further away from the big cities, you'll probably be better off. Oh, man. The Insane Chef, just don't watch today's vid. No, Insane Chef says some bad stuff. Really? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man. New Normatic in NC now. Yeah, come to North Carolina. I think we got about 170 cases. But again, most of them are in the cities. I think about 80% of the cases are in Raleigh, Greensboro, and Charlotte. Oh, Mark, 4 cases in the county over from here, 1% in this county. Yeah, so far this county that I'm in hasn't had any cases, but I still think there's probably some people around here with it that just haven't been tested, You want to go to Holtville Hot Springs. They say that the hot springs and stuff actually do kill the virus, so that may be a good thing. Take a nice hot shower every night. That's a good idea. Jump in the shower, take off your clothes. Well, take off your clothes first, jump in the shower, get in the hot shower, really scrub up every night. Do that, and then come out and do some gargling and put on some clean clothes. I think you'll be much safer. No letters today. No, I already did. I did a morning video. I did a stream this morning, and then I'm doing this is my third today. So we'll do some letters tomorrow. More letters and Pet Palooza will be here tomorrow. Didn't Italy have a lot of Chinese workers? That could be a problem too, Taz. Yeah. I don't know. Does Iran have a lot of Chinese workers? I think they might. Then they probably brought the virus over early on. Yeah. I think that may be a very real thing. Yeah. Doxy has an open invitation. That's right. It's a sign out front. Free hot showers, $50. Toilet paper, $100. I'm putting the virus down with Fireball. Yeah. They said on the story on the North Carolina alcoholic beverage control places, the ABC stores here, that what is it called? Everclear, is that what it's called? The stuff that's got 180 proof. They've already sold out of that. So people have already bought that as like a hand sanitizer. Man. Dave, I promise next week's vids will have no cursing. I'm cleaning up my act this week so people can watch them and learn some recipes. We need that. If everybody's at home, man, we're going to need some good recipes. And you may be home for quite a while. It may be July and August, and the kids are running around and the dog's running around, and you're like losing your mind, you know? Hey, Michael Nipper, the Chinese bought the leather tanneries, so they're working here. Wow. Well, there's a lot of Chinese in this country. If you go to any major metropolitan area, DC included, a lot of Chinese people, a lot of Chinese restaurants and stuff. Yeah. That's right. Hit the thumbs up button. 41. Doxy's fluff and fold. Laundering your clothes kills the virus. I was watching, I think it was on the Today Show. They said they had a lady there and they said what you should do. And they said that one of the things you should do when you've done do all your errands at one time. So you're done with it, come in the house, take your clothes off, put them in the hamper, go get a shower, and then, do your laundry more often. Say if you only do your laundry twice a week, do it 4 times a week. Laundry, yes, putting your clothes in, put them on warm or hot water, and, just do that. Keep your hands clean. Cleanliness is next to godliness. And I think in this day and age, it's very important that we all take showers frequently, keep clean, change your clothes, that kind of thing. I really think that, just getting the virus on you doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the virus. Okay. You have to it has to kind of stay there for a while. If you wash your hands, wash your clothes, even if you get a little bit of virus on you, it's probably going to be okay. But as some people say, we're all going to get it anyway, and 80% of us will be fine. So, you bought an Everclear bottle. Yeah. What is it like to drink that? I've never had Everclear, grumpy old lady. God, that's got to knock your socks off, right? A 95% alcohol. Just one little thimble of that. God. Jeez, Everclear. I don't know, man. That's really going to knock your socks off, and you're going to have the virus, and you ain't going to care that you got it, right? It's right. Doxson here can't go down to downtown Rock Hill and sit there on his bench with his cup, beg for money. Kroger's worker was spraying paper towels and hand them to you as hand sanitizers. Well, Michael, that's probably better than nothing. I don't know. Sunny Girl does laundry every day. Good for you, Sunny Girl. I think that's a good idea. In this day and age, if you're able to do that, I think you should do it. Don't wear your clothes more than, once a day. Put them in. The more you do that, I think the better everything will be. Hey, Candid Candy, nice to see you here. How are you? Oh, man. So are you staying safe and doing your hand sanitizer and social distancing? I put a drop upon my tongue and it burned like crazy. Oh, the Everclear. Oh, my God. Yeah. I got my adult beverage here, a little bit of mix of cheap vodka. And what did I get? I got some mango. They had some really cool. They have this really good mango lemonade over there at the health food store around the corner. And then I mix it with a little, what did I put in there? Crane apple some cran apple. I mix a little mixer up. It's really good. But yeah. Hey, Jose. I don't want to be the 20%. I'm like you, Dave, 60. Yeah, that's right. We're old. I'm trying to also exercise. Even though they say you're not supposed to go out, I do get in my car. I drive to the park, which is a couple miles away, and I try to do at least an hour-long hike every day. And then I come back, and I wheeze and cough because of all the pollen in the air. So, I don't know. Man, the goal is to get people to try to prevent getting it, even if they get it later. Yes, that's very true. They want that curve thing, right? If you're going to get it, you don't want to all get it at once, right? Because part of the problem, I think, with Italy was the fact that so many people got it all at once that the hospitals were overwhelmed. And a lot of those people that got it really bad, that 10%, that 5% that really get it seriously, that they have to go to the hospital, they did not have the hospitals were so overwhelmed they couldn't care for them. If they spread it out so that not everybody's getting it at once, then if you do get it bad, you can get to the hospital. They have beds for you, and there's a much better chance you'll get over it. CRVL wore camo in her last video. See, I'm telling you, Line Screw, she really likes me. She doesn't like you, Line Screw. She's sending secret subliminal messages. The most thing you fear is a bacon shortage. Oh, no, yeah. No bacon. What are we going to do? The healthcare system is completely overwhelmed in Italy. Yes, that's right, Jim. And I think that was the problem, too, because Milan has a lot of older folks, and the virus just hit, and they didn't prepare for it. And all of a sudden, they had a massive number of cases that needed hospital care, and they just couldn't do it. So, it's sad. I won't blame the people in Italy, the government, because they're on the front line of this thing like everybody else. But we can learn some stuff from Italy, from Iran. We can also learn a lot of things from Japan. Japan has done a very good job at mitigating this. So, you look at the countries in Asia. China's had a massive outbreak. South Korea's had a massive outbreak, but not Japan. In fact, they said in Japan some of the schools may be opening again. So Japan has done a good job, Yeah. And again, as they say, this thing ain't going away anytime soon. So, you're going to have to keep doing this. There may not be any football this year. Can you imagine a year in the United States of America with no football? Man, there may not be any football, no Olympics, no nothing. Man, one of the sports networks in the Washington, D.C. area is going to do, what are they going to do? Automated. They're going to pretend they're going to feed it into a computer. The Washington Capitals are going to play the Toronto whatever they are, and they're going to have it. They're going to have computer matchups of teams. Yeah, so far Germany's done very well. Again, I think the countries now, as long as I think we're on the right track here in the United States, thanks to everybody. I would say Mr. Fauci because he's really gotten everybody up there. Candy's leaving already. Oh, so short a visit. Yeah, South Korea's also done a lot of work too. Yeah, you got to hand it to, people are getting on board now, and things will, I think, start to taper off pretty quickly, but you can't let down your guard, okay? Mix Everclear with fruit juice like orange juice, cranberry, grape. The one with grape we call Purple Jesus. Yeah, you don't want to drink Everclear straight, okay? You don't want to do that. Mix it with something else, yeah. Hey, Backroads Nomad, how are you doing? Yes, the preppers are prepping, aren't they? Does everyone love Line Screw? Do I have a fever? You know what? I said that the other day. I don't have a thermometer. I have no idea. I don't have a fever because I know when I get a fever, I get a headache and my neck gets stiff. I'm fine. The pollen's just really bad. Yeah. Happy Saturday, my Camo brother. So you need to go climb up a mountain in Idaho and just stay there, right? Get all your supplies and just go up on top of the mountain somewhere where no one else is and just kind of hang out there for a couple months. That's right. Yeah, the Redskins can't have a losing season this year, isn't it? Redskins and the Cowboys. will not have a losing season this year if the football season is canceled. What should people watch? Last Man on Earth. Yes, that's a great movie, isn't it? MJC. I love those old sci-fi movies. Yeah. What was that? There was that one with Will Smith too, wasn't it? Didn't he do a remake of that? An old style thermometer, yeah, with mercury in it. Oh my goodness. I bought a thermometer as part of my panic buying. I heard people in the store the other day, yeah, they came into a grocery. Do you have thermometers? Oh no, we don't sell those here. So I guess the CVS down the street was out of them. Poor Dave, only his neck gets stiff. What? What are you saying? What are you saying? Where's Crotchy? Where did I put Crotchy? Oh, there he is. He's right there. There he is, Mr. Crotchy. What are you saying? The Cowboys, yeah. Remember the olden days? You had Sonny Jurgensen on the Redskins and Roger Staubach on the Cowboys, and they were good teams too. Oh man. I Am Legend. Yes, Love Light. That was the movie. Oh man. Omega Man. That was also a very good movie with Charlton Heston. Yes. One of the last man. Yeah. And it was like that today. I was walking around my little town of Morganton. They had another power outage today. We had a power outage on Thursday, knocked our power out for about 2.5 hours. And then I'm driving around town today, coming back from, I went to Jersey Mike's to get a couple subs to take out. And I'm driving around town and I'm going, gosh, the traffic lights are out again. And I'm going through 4 or 5 intersections and the lights are out. And I'm going, oh, not again. Well, thankfully, when I pulled up to my building, our lights are on. But again, they had another power outage. I don't know. I think we're the power outage capital of North Carolina. Man. I Got Milk episode was too funny and real, even down to the virus signs. Jeez. Crotchy is probably infected since the liquor stores. No, the liquor stores here in North Carolina are open for business. No, we booze is important here. And the guy in front of me in line today was, man, you guys, I hope you don't close. We really need you guys, Oh no, they're North Carolina, they have their priorities straight, other than Pennsylvania. Liquor stores will stay open. I know Roger pretty well, does a bunch of fundraisers with him. Oh, Roger Staubach, yeah. Well, he's an old dude, right? Sonny Jurgensen, they're all buddies. Back in the day, they hated each other, but today they're all old friends. Oh, yeah. The I Am Legend killed his dog. Wow. We had a power outage last night in suburban Chicago. Yeah, the virus is getting into the Transformers. Yeah, I'm waiting for a big story on that. The coronavirus is getting into all of our Transformers and all our power is going to go out. So you've stocked up all this stuff for 2 weeks of food and it's in your fridge and your lights are going to go out and then boom, it's all going to rot really quickly. And then what are you going to do? The pot stores in Oregon are still open. Good. Kenny Rogers passed away. Yeah. Didn't he live down in the Athens area? I think he lived down in Georgia somewhere. He had a house or a ranch or something. He's been in ill health for quite a while. Kenny Rogers, you picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. That's a great song. Do you remember Kenny Rogers in the first edition? What was the song he did? Oh, he did a couple cool songs back in the late 60s with the first edition. Kenny Rogers in the first edition. What was that? I gotta Google that. Kenny Rogers. Remember Kenny Rogers Roasters? That was Seinfeld there. Remember he? That's right. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Was that? That's right. That's a great song. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Do you remember that song? If you're old like me, you probably do. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Yeah, I loved the early Kenny Rogers back when he was with the first edition. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, way back when. Back in the 60s and early 70s before he was kind of more like a folky rock singer back then. All right. You requested it. You picked the fine time to leave me, little field. A crop in the field. Where the line is. You picked the fine time. 6 mouths to feed and a crop in the field. You picked the fine time to leave me, little field. Yay! That's a good song. I like Kenny Rogers. He's a cool guy. Yeah. Crotchy. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. I'm sure a lot of people are, and they said that on the news here. I've seen a lot of reports on people's anxiety being way up. Yeah, high anxiety. They can't sleep. Mm-hmm. That's right. Psychedelic music, yeah. A Crotchy Lou production. Oh man, hi Sarah, hi Love Light, how are you? Kenny and Dolly Parton. Yeah, what was that thing they did? They did a duet together. Dolly, yeah, Dolly. I like Dolly. I gotta go visit Dolly one of these days. Gotta get up to Dollywood when it reopens. Hey RV Deb's Journey. Did you get an email showing an AdSense payment? No, not yet. You know, AdSense usually pays you on the 21st, but if it's a weekend, you're going to wait till Monday, okay? That's what they do. Okay, so usually if the 21st is a weekday, you'll get your payment. If the 21st is on a Saturday or Sunday, you'll get your payment on Monday. So because the 21st is a Saturday, you're probably going to get your AdSense payment on Monday, the 23rd. That's usually how it works, okay? Did my super chats go through? I haven't seen anything, Sun Lotus. No. Dollywood is still open. Okay, all right. Well, maybe that's where I go this week. You know, maybe I'll head up there. Yeah, Kenny Rogers Roasters. Islands in the Stream was, oh, that's right. That was Dolly and Kenny. Islands in the Stream. That's a great song. That was a great song. Oh, man. Yeah, you'll get your money on Monday, RV Debs. They never send any payments on the weekends. Oh man, what is Dave's PayPal? Oh, you really want to know? Do you really want to know? Okay. You know, I've tried to change it over to Camo Dave, but they won't let me do it. My DCR TV is my old website. And I still run that, but I tried to change it to paypal.me/CamoDave. But no, you're only allowed one of those little stupid links per your account, and you can't change it. There's no way to change it. So if you want to send me some PayPal, that's how you do it. Dave won't leave town. Those Bart picks him up. Well, little Adam's leaking stuff. I don't know. Every time I move little Adam out of the parking lot, there's a blob of glop underneath the car. I don't know. I think it's oil. I think it's coming from the oil filter. Everything, the car runs great. Transmission sounds great. Everything's good in the car. I checked the oil. It is kind of overfilled, but I think when I had my car in for service, they overfilled the oil and they didn't put the filter on too tight. I don't know, but there's a couple of drips of what looks like oil under the car. But, for a 14-year-old car, what do you expect, Jeez. I think I've already been copped up too long. You just wrote red run on the walls. Red rum. Get me out of here. Yeah, I am just glad. I love kids. Believe me, I love them. They're adorable. But to have to be stuck up with them in a house or an apartment for how many endless weeks of no school and no playgrounds and no movies and no Chuck E. Cheese's Oh my God. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, MJC. It's probably it could be a gasket. I don't know. Everything's okay so far. I might, if it starts leaking worse, I'll have to get it checked out. But yeah. Woo, woo. It could be an O-ring. Yeah, it could be 1,000 things. The VW Rabbit, you can't check the transmission oil. There is no dipstick for the transmission. You have to go take it into a service, as the German said, you must take this into a service facility to have it checked. You can't do it yourself. So beater car, no travels. I love The Shining, MJC. It is one of my favorite movies of all time. Stephen King not Stephen King. Well, Stephen King wrote it, right? But Stanley Kubrick, the director, Stanley Kubrick, he did like some of the greatest. He only did a couple movies. He really didn't do a lot of movies. He did like 10 or 12 movies or something. But The Shining in 2001. The Shining was probably the greatest horror movie ever made. And 2001 was probably the greatest sci-fi movie ever made. And to think that one guy did the greatest sci-fi movie and the greatest horror movie, I think is pretty cool. So he's quite a director. I am always into yeah, that will probably work too. Noreen, yeah, whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I love Stanley Kubrick. He was an incredible director. Go watch Lolita sometime if you haven't watched it. It is James Mason and Shelley Winters, Geordie's pal. I love that movie. It is so magnificent. I love Stanley Kubrick. Oh man. Dr. Strangelove. That is one of the greatest black comedy movies ever made. Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket is a good movie, but it's very hard to watch. It is, I don't know. It's one of those movies like Schindler's List where it's worth watching once, but then you probably never want to watch it again. Clockwork Orange. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's a great movie. Really has his eyes propped open. Oh man. If you were locked down with A, your wife and kids, or B, he replied, B, before hearing, man, I don't know. I have a 2012 Jeep Liberty no transmission stick. I don't know, man. Full Metal Jacket. It's a great movie, but it is very hard to watch. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Yeah, we got to start winding things down here because Svengoolie's coming on. And at least if you're on the East Coast and the Central Time Zone, I don't know if they run the same thing on the West Coast, but here on the East Coast and the Central Time Zone, Svengoolie on Me TV is coming on. So I told my Doxinator we would let him go and end the show before then. I've never Jeremy Irons version. I don't think I've ever seen that. The original version was just killer with James Mason and Shelley Winters. Just a wonderful movie. Who the hell is Svengoolie? Yeah, I don't know. Go on your TV and look for Me TV at Me TV at 8:00. Stupid. He's a horror movie host. You start crying. Wow. Trash can man. Hey, Calamity Joe, call somebody. So Noreen doesn't even have a TV. So how can she watch it? She can't watch it if she doesn't have a TV. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This guy that does the Svengoolie, I forget his name. He wasn't the first Svengoolie. There was another Svengoolie who passed away, and then he became the other Svengoolie. So there's more than one Svengoolie. Count Jorga. That's right. Count Jorga. Go watch Me TV at 8:00 for Svengoolie. I have a TV, but it's not hooked to cable. Well, you can usually get Me TV if you have an antenna, okay? Because it's always on the air somewhere. It's like Phil Collins says, it's in the air. In the air tonight. I don't think you can get Me TV. We have YouTube TV here, and they don't have Me TV on it. We have Cozy and Comet, but we don't have MeTV on that. I don't know. You have to go put it. We have the antenna, the Morganton community antenna, and I can get it on that. Crystal Gale. Remember Crystal Gale? Don't make my brown eyes blue. What was that song she had? I remember her. Man. The Bowman Body. That's right. Richmond had the Bowman Body. I remember the Bowman Body. That's right. We used to have a channel in Washington that ran the Bowman Body. I think he was out of Richmond. Right. I remember him. And then there was Count Gordy Vol out of Washington, and there was Ghost Host out of Baltimore. He was just kind of a creepy guy with a big hat and couldn't see his face. The Ghost Host, tonight's movie, Annette Funicello and Frankie Avalon at the beach. No, man. Toilet paper as far as the eye could see. The Boy Scouts. I like it. I told you that. Doc Snyder's idea, the Boy Scouts, that was a good idea. Man, we need to get the Boy Scouts going. Watch The Terror. Oh, really, Tasmod? I love old science fiction and horror movies like that. The Bowman Body is still around. Wow. He's still alive. And are they still running that show? Is it still on one of the channels down there? Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, okay, Grumpy Old Lady. If you want to send me the Jeremy Irons Lolita DVD, then you can certainly do that. I'd like to see it. Saturn TV for me. Saturn TV. The Lost Boys. Wow, you were 9 and 10 and got to see him at the Shakey's Pizza in Richmond. Wow. No. Midnight at the Oasis. It wasn't Crystal Gale. Who did that song? Midnight at the Oasis. That was a great song. It wasn't Crystal Gale. Who was that? I gotta look it up. I always loved that song. And they played it on Art Bell all the time. It wasn't Crystal Gale. I love that song. Well, who did that? Maria Muldaur. Yeah. Send your camel to bed. That's a great song, man. I love that. Oh, man. All right, everybody. Yeah, Maria Muldaur. Right. Yeah, that's a great song. Midnight at the Oasis. Let in your head, God, cactus is your friend. Oh, man. Zachary on WOR in New York. Yeah. Yeah, all those old horror movie hosts. Itchy Boots. I saw her in Bolivia. She's dealing with a lot of the rain down there. Yeah. Muskrat Love. Yeah, Clapton and Tennille. I like the Captain. I don't know. Captain passed away not too long ago, right? And love will keep us together. Whatever. Anyway, all right, folks, that's it for tonight. Finally, I did a evening chat for you guys for the West Coast. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. It's 7:57 here on the East Coast. That's 4:57 on the West Coast. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everybody. And you all have a safe and clean and social distancing weekend. And I hope you have some nice weather tomorrow. Beautiful day here in the Morganton, North Carolina area today. And you stay safe and stay as well as you possibly can. Okay. And think good thoughts, build up your immune systems, and everybody will be okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you, Noreen. Thank you, B. Thank you, Doxy. Thank you, Sunny Girl. I love my mods. I love my mods. Count Yorga. It's 5:57 there. What are you? You're in the Mountain Time Zone, huh? All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Go put on your MeTV if you're on the East Coast and watch Svengoolie. And thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Blog under.